My name is Eric Newton, and on the 1st of May, I took a voyage aboard a ship called Tatoosh from San Diego to Tahiti and back. I was working in the boatyard on my parents' boat, and our neighbor in the boatyard mentioned that he was going on this trip, and offhand I asked if they needed some crew. When he said yes, I gave him my contact information and jumped in. So we left from San Diego on the 1st of May, and we went down to the Marquesas, which are about 800 miles northeast of Tahiti. From the Marquesas, we sailed through the Tuamotus and continued on to Tahiti. We spent some time in Tahiti and then did a little cruise around the Society Islands before heading up to Honolulu and eventually back to San Diego. On a boat in the middle of the ocean, it develops a high pressure right in front of the bow, and the dolphins like to play in that high pressure. The pole that I used from Underwater Kinetics was very helpful in getting the camera under the water, and as the boat would go up and down, we could stick the pole in the water and catch pictures of the dolphins as they were swimming in front of the boat. While I originally envisioned it for videoing dolphins, the Pole 54 actually was very helpful in maintaining the safety of the ship. We wrapped a fishing line around our rudder, and we were worried that it had gotten into the prop. Now, we used the Pole 54 to diagnose where exactly the fishing line had ended up and to see whether or not it had fouled the prop. By using that pole, we were able to see where the fishing line was. We were able to remove it by making turns so it dislodged from the rudder, and we were able to keep a diver from going in the water by verifying that it was no longer on the bottom of the boat. On the way back from Honolulu, we encountered the garbage patch in the Pacific Ocean. We were motoring through the Pacific High at about 34 degrees north, and the amount of debris that was in the water was incredible. Everything that you've seen on television about the trash patch is true. It was constant. You would look to the right, you'd look to the left, you would see a piece of garbage. We saw nets and fishing debris. One of those nets was floating about 5 feet under the water and ended up wrapping around our prop and stopping our engine in the middle of the ocean at about 10:30 at night. So we had a diver go over the side and clear this fishing net off of the propeller, and he had the Aqualight with him, and it was the only light that we had on board that was waterproof. And the Aqualight did a fantastic job. It was wide angle, perfect for the application which we were using it for. He was able to see everything around him. He was able to see the entire net and what he needed to cut and do next. With the Aqualight and the rest of the gear that we had on board, we were able to clear the net in 40 minutes and get back underway.